You are now tuned in to the podcast with no name, known as Love She Wrote, with Cook, Cry, Pray, Repeat.
Podcast with no name. You have Love She Wrote and Cook.Cry.Pray.Repeat. Love She Wrote is not here with us today, but Cook.Cry.Pray.Repeat is. That's me. So we are going to introduce you guys to, we have Rebecca here from 31 Proverbs. Yay!
Hello.
So this is the other half of the group. And we're going to get to know her a little bit, you guys. And then next week we're going to have both of them and they'll be talking together. So first I'm just going to ask her to introduce herself. Let us know who you are, ma'am.
Well, I am Sis Rebecca Israel, the other half of 31 Proverbs. What am I supposed to say?
So I'm just going to ask you a few questions about yourself, the group, how you and Ellie met, and then a few things about what you plan on doing for the future. So first things first, let's get to know Rebecca, the artist. So if someone had never heard of 31 Proverbs before, how would you describe your sound without naming another artist?
Without naming another artist,
Mm-hmm.
I would describe our sound as, can I name genres?
Yeah, you can do that.
It's like a fuse of genres. We can really do almost anything, honestly. But I feel like we lean a little bit into neo soul a little bit more. We lean a little into R&B. We can do a little pop. We can do a little country. It just depends. It's like a melting pot of
things.
things.
You on the neo soul, because I think one time I even asked Ellie, I was like, "What style y'all going for, neo soul?" Because I'm an India R&B fan all day, every day. So that's what I'm always loving to hear. And to hear it in a righteous form, it just makes me so happy. So the next thing I want to ask you is, if you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
The truth, just period, just in life.
Girl,
Gotcha.
got like 3 or 4 people.
I know, it's hard. Well, like Ellie knows, I really love Stevie Wonder. It'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Because he's a storyteller. And going back to your other question, that's something I think we're good at. We can make songs like just in a narrative form. We can also make songs telling a story or like having a conversation. Like we like to do things like that with our music. But I'm gonna say like someone like Stevie Wonder or her or I just know what those two for right now.
Alright, I see. So, let's go a little bit more into 31 Proverbs, the origin of it. So, why 31 Proverbs? What does that mean?
So, we've actually went through many names, before we landed on 31 Proverbs. I think one of the things that led us to that name was actually a class that Bishop Kanai did one time. It was called 31 Proverbs 31 or 31 Problems.
Oh my God. My first book, I did not know this, y'all. My first book, The 10 Steps to Being a Better Wife or whatever. Yeah, I basically called it the 10 P's to being a better wife. I did it based off of hearing that class. Wow, that class was amazing.
Yeah, it kind of inspired
every woman should watch that class, learn from it. Oh, that's amazing. I like that.
Yes. So kind of piggybacked off of that, but that's kind of how we landed on it. It's just about us wanting to be a representation of 31 Proverbs 31. What that embodies. That's our overall arc, our overall goal, and that's what we want our music to be about the journey of us getting there.
Yeah. Okay. I like that a lot. What do you think? No, I'm gonna wait for that one. What do you think some of the biggest challenges is of being in a duo?
Being in a duo, it's kind of, I feel like it really depends on who you're in a duo with, because I feel like me and Ellie, we've been friends for so long, and we have a lot of things in common, but we're still different at the same time, but we have such a good understanding of one another, so a lot of times we agree on a lot of things, and even with things that we don't agree on, the other person might say, well, remember this, or think about this, and it's like, oh, okay, girl, I see what you mean, like, oh, okay. So it's hard to pick, like, the hardest thing, because we just kind of go with the, but that's our our relationship.
Yeah.
So, but maybe just in general, I think like the
picking outfits to sing or something.
Yeah, like the creativity aspect, like, or the direction you might want a song to go in, because I don't know if that's one of the questions is like our process of having write songs, but it's a little all over the place. Sometimes we come together, we write together, like, oh, you do the chorus, I'm gonna do the verse, the bridge. Sometimes one person will write the whole song, and then the other person just comes in, and then we, just tweak it together.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of...
It just goes back and forth.
Yeah, it's just all over the place. But I feel like maybe like creativity, if it's something that the other person maybe wouldn't like, we might have to sacrifice certain things. But it's nothing too crazy.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. For yourself, so when it comes to you doing music, when did you start, like yourself on your own? When did you start doing music and everything?
I started doing music when I was very young, like in like elementary school. I was just like, I had like a little book. Sometimes, I've always been a writer, so really I used to write stories, but I also really liked music, so sometimes I would not write songs because I was still kind of young, so I didn't know how to spell, so a lot of stuff I had to memorize, but like around like 3rd grade, like somewhere around there, I started like just making like little raps. Like I would rap sometimes, and I got like a reputation in my community that I was like, the people that I grew up with, like I was like, oh, like, she raps, like she sings, and at the time I feel like, sometimes you sell yourself short, or you'll be like anybody can do that, like anybody, and that's kind of how I took it, like, oh, it's nothing special. But the older I got and the more I saw, people was like, wow, like, I wish I could do things like that. And it kind of, I found a new appreciation for the gift that God gave me at such a young age.
Yeah. A lot of us tend to sell ourselves short when it comes to doing a lot of different things. I know myself, I used to always be like, oh, I don't think I'm good enough. Or I've had it where someone, when it comes to my cooking, used to, in the past, someone's like, girl, that's good. That's the best I ever had.
Yeah.
And I'm like, somebody else probably did the same thing. And my husband would be like, would you stop doing that? It's like, let somebody tell you something's good.
Right.
Like, praise you, let you know.
No, because you're so good. You're so good.
Yeah, I used to be like, and then I would get upset because I was trying to teach people, and then they're like, girl, I can't do that. It's like, everybody can do that.
Yeah, like, it's easy.
So I completely understand. And I think you and I even talked about this one time, how we can hear a song and then just know it. And then we didn't understand how other people couldn't.
Yeah.
We be like, they be like, how long you been on this song? Like, oh, I'm like, what's this? But it just comes natural. I think that's more like artistic people are more like that. So I completely understand it. Because we'll sell ourselves short, we're like, everybody can do that.
But I really had to take a step back and like I said, be grateful, and not just like I didn't just slap me together, you know what I mean? Just, there she go.
There go another one.
Like he took his time. He wanted me to do certain things. He has a purpose for me. So I'm definitely grateful for my journey up to this point with music.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I would say, let's see. When it comes to your creativity, how do you go about, like, what, and this is just you,
right?
Because I'm going to ask both of y'all the same question whenever we do the 2 people interview, but how do you go about coming up with songs in music that comes to mind?
So, I first need to figure out what I'm gonna be talking about. Like, what is the theme, or the message that I want to get across, and I'm gonna explain this now. Now this is crazy. So for me, in my mind, I imagine, like I said, I've been writing music a long time, so this is probably childish, but I've literally been doing this for a long time. I like imagine myself in a maze, and so I'm in a maze and I'm trying to get out, and I know what the end product is, and so my whole creative process is me going through the maze, twists and turns to get to that.
Yeah.
Because I know what I want to say, and but sometimes like I need to find words that rhyme with that.
That goes with it.
Yes, or
you don't want to sound kindergarten.
Yes.
So you want to put sophisticated words that still go with the beat.
Or like rephrase. Like I know what I want to say, but I want to rephrase it to make it like sound more poetic.
Yeah.
Or I know I want to use this word, but I want to use a synonym of this word.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of like, what's a synonym for this word?
Yeah.
What rhyme with this? Like,
I do that too. Listen, when I write, sometimes I be like, okay, how is this going to be like when someone hear it? They don't know it, and it's gonna punchline them at the same time.
Yeah.
And understand what it is.
Or like, I love listening to music, and like maybe the first time you might not catch something, but like you love the song so much, so you keep listening. Like, hold on, I didn't know they played. That's a bar. Like, that's what I want our music to be like. You know.
See, I'm a background girl. I love, I love the background beats. I love the instruments in the background. I love to hear the little notes of the ooh, 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 like while something going on or whatever. I purposely listen for that.
You know, it's so funny. The other day I was at work and they were playing a song and I was singing the ad-libs. And I'm not paying no attention. I'm just singing the ad-libs. And somebody was like, not you singing the ad-libs, not the actual song. I was like, that's the best part.
I love
in that song.
And I love finding the instruments that they use. I love that. And sometimes, I don't know what's happening with you, sometimes with me, I could be, for instance, last night, I was asleep, woke up out of my sleep, couldn't go to sleep, and a song just popped up in my head with a beat. So I grabbed my phone and I started recording it on my phone because I was like, oh, this is going to be good. Yeah. But there's been times where I go back and be like, dog, what was the beat I had with this? And I see these words and I'm like, what was I writing this for?
God.
So,
yeah. That's why sometimes you might write to a beat, but like if you write, you kind of have to find a beat.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you realized I can actually sing?
No. No, because like I said, it was always something that I did, and so I don't even remember this. You know, actually, one of my cousins one time told me like everybody used to love. You know, you go to your great grandma's house or whoever's house. They were like, everybody would love when you would come over, and I was like, what? And he was like, yes, like you know, you used to like sing for, like I was one of those kids. I used to sing for the family. I used to like do things like that. So, and I kind of remember it, but I was kind of like, I don't even remember doing that. But he was speaking about like it was so important, like it happened yesterday. Like it was so like important to him, something that I don't even remember. But it was just kind of something that I did because another thing that I really enjoy about music is, or making music is, making people happy. Or feel whatever I want them to feel, like having feelings or whatever. So I feel like that's what I was doing when I was young. I was just making my family happy. So I wasn't looking at it like I'm so talented and I can sing and I don't know. It was just something I always did, and just over time, like people be like, "You sound good." I be like, "What, girl?" I'm just playing. I'm messing around. Like I
can see how that can happen. I know with me and my cousin, we used to sing together when we were little. And my cousin, she now sings. She does like gospel stuff. She sings at like different churches, all this different stuff like that. And when she, probably like the second or third time, this was years ago, when she first met my husband, he was like, "Oh, you can sing, you know, this, and this." And she was like, yo, wife can sing. And he was like, what? And I was like, no, I can't. I was like, I don't know what she's talking
Yeah.
You know, like you were saying.
That's how it was for me.
About that.
It was fun.
And he was like, why you don't never sing with me? I was like, I don't know how to sing. I don't know what she's telling me. This is not true. And so times go by, years go by, whatever. I'm writing, someone asked me, because I've always write.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for years. When I was young, I did poetry. I even made my own poem book, everything.
Yeah.
So someone was like, oh, you should turn this poem into a song. So I turned the poem into a song, but I kind of did a spoken word sing with the poem.
Okay.
So, you know, it's like, oh, you this and la da 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 da, you know,
Alright.
different stuff with it. So they were like, girl, you been lying to us. And I was like, no, I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
You know, and so.
That's just how we interpret it, though. It's just.
And I still, to this day, I still okay, I can't sing. But that was the moment where I realized, oh, you can actually, because I would write for fun. So that's when I realized, oh, you can actually write.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I can understand you on that, because it wasn't the fact that, oh, someone told me. It was the fact the person who told me, they're got music, this, that, all that stuff. So they was like, I need you to write another song for me. And I'm like, write for you? For real? You know, I was like, you sure you said the right time?
Right.
You know, so, yeah, I can fully understand that. Girl, this train comes every time we do an interview. It just don't stop. It is so Okay, so we're going to narrow it down.
Okay.
So I'm going to see, let's go beyond the music. Let's see, what are some skills and talents that you have that people may not know about you?
Some skills and talents. Well, like I already said, I am a writer. Just breaking out of, you said going beyond music, I've written articles for newspapers when I was in high school. We did junior, journalism, whatever.
Yeah.
And I've written, let me say, poems, and I also wrote an article for a lady who I personally know, but she owns a dance, not a studio, a fitness dance, Zumba class kind of thing. And when I had my internship with Arkansas Soul, I did an article on her and uploaded it, so, and she was really happy about that, got her book publicity. But some other skills I have are, not to say I'm not talented, but
okay, but you made a cake the other day.
I did make a cake
that a lot of people like.
Well,
that
was
good.
It was a box cake. I did doctor the recipe a little bit. Yeah, I made it my own.
It was it's so. A lot of people they liked it.
Okay, elaborate.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you a little earlier, I've been wanting to. I have in the past, but I got discouraged and I stopped. I was trying to make soap. I wanted to get into that, and I made some soap the first time I made it. And I used too much essential oil, so when I went to use it to see if it would work, girl, I was itching. I used too much.
I used to make soap years ago. You gotta make sure you got the recipes.
Yeah.
Not too much lye, not too much this.
Yeah.
And
So
people be like, every time I wear something, I'm working out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I was discouraged, but I say about 2 weeks ago, I was talking with a friend, and I was like, I want to start back.
Yeah, don't get discouraged. Because one thing about it is, when it comes to anything, business, life, school, we're going to always make mistakes.
Yeah.
But what makes us better?
Right.
The mistakes. So now when you get to that finished product, I'm going to put this much essential oil in there. Don't do this. Because you got to have the beginning so people, when they see your end, how much you've grown.
Right.
That's just like with this podcast.
Yeah.
Just 4 episodes ago, I didn't even have no questions.
Yeah.
I was just when I talk to him, you can look in the video, I'm like, and then I'm answering the question. I'm just top of my head. So as you continue to grow in everything you do, it's like, okay, let me evolve, get better, but don't give up.
Right.
Never give up.
Yes, ma'am.
People are gonna be like, I don't know about this. And you may have 1,000 people that don't like your soap, but you may have 5 that love your soap, and then they tell some more people, and then now your soap is the best thing walking on time. Look, You know what I'm saying? Yes. So you just gotta keep going. Don't get discouraged.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
And stay true to who you are, because you have a great soul, great spirit. So let's see. What could the last question be?
I'll say one more thing about like skills. I get a lot of compliments that I'm really good with children.
Oh, you are amazing with children. I didn't think about that. You are great with children. I wish that I could afford you, because I would hire you for my micro school. So we have talked about this before. So you all that don't know, my husband and I have a micro school, and we have kids that come. So, but she's a great teacher. I would love to have her there for activities, music classes, and she's gonna get there one day. She don't know it, but
I do
she's
know.
gonna be there. Yeah, so it's definitely, she's great with kids. So where do you see yourself creatively 5 years from now? Music, business, content creation, something completely different? What?
It is really crazy to think about. Me and Eliana have talked about it before, because we don't know where our future outside of music would look in the next 5 years. So we don't know how long we have 31 Proverbs.
Yes. And that's why we need to keep on rolling on these different projects.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if we being honest, a year from now, one of y'all may be in another state.
Yeah.
One of y'all may be here. One of y'all may be there. You just never know.
Right.
Somebody may go to school, get job opportunity. You just don't know what may happen.
Right.
So you gotta be prepared.
No, we definitely need to. The ball was rolling, but then it rolled out of bounds. Like, we need to pick the ball up.
Girl, we catching the rebound.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if the group were to and not to say it wouldn't just exist anymore, we just probably would, if we did do something, it may just be once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be against making solo things, but I wouldn't necessarily, it wouldn't have to necessarily be like promoted. It could just be like for us, like, because that's kind of how we wanted it. The Lord had other plans, but when we first started making music, we was like, oh, we just gonna be uploaded on SoundCloud, like, woo! No.
When you first get SoundCloud, you're like, I'm legit. I'm on SoundCloud, yeah.
No, but we took a big lead. That's like, no, you're getting signed. It's like, oh. Like, oh, we just wanted to be, so slice on cue, so I could see that creatively, because I still do like to make music.
Yeah.
So I could see myself publishing something to or to YouTube, something like that, but just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were able to do something here in Pine Bluff where it could be something that can help the community, build a community, what is something that you think that 31 Proverbs could do as a group for like the youth?
For the youth. I know you said something about like music classes. Like if there was a way for us to hold a music summer camp, I think that would be nice. And with different like classes per se. But honestly, me and Eliana, we had watched Camp Rock 3 yesterday. We did.
Oh my gosh, I saw that I saw that preview and I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch that. How was it?
It could have been worse. It could have been worse, but it could have been better for me. Some stuff they kind of dropped by a little bit, but some stuff it was like, okay, but
you seem to execute it different.
I really did like that concept growing up. When the first Camp Rock came out, I was like 8, like around the time I started writing. But like the concept of having classes like songwriting 101 or not necessarily like the business side like touring, but
I think camp would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Especially here because ever since I moved back, one thing I've noticed that I don't have much fun to do during the summer. Like
it's like the
during
kids
summer,
are killing each other. Well, we need to give them things to do.
You gotta give them something to do. Like the reason why they're killing each other because they're sitting at home watching killing shows and playing video games all day. So they're like, oh, let me go do what I just watched. So get them active, get their mind to being more active and thinking on more of a positive level. Right. So I think that would be something. I mean, just the camp in general. When I grew up, I went to camps.
Me too.
We used to do like full like week camps. I used to kids, when the parents would drop the kids off at the beginning of the week, we gave them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They would have swim time. They would do this. They would learn. We'll do a little bit of Bible study. Like, it was just like a mixture. And it wasn't a drop them off, pick them up. Like, we had boys on one side, girls on the other side, cabins. Each cabin had chaperones. Yeah. So it was 2 chaperones to each cabin. These were all volunteers.
Wow.
And you know, you go through background check, all that stuff. You just wasn't anybody with your kids.
Right.
But it was a great experience. Even when I worked it, and when I went into theater, it was a great experience.
That's why I just specified summer, just because that's when they really don't have nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then a lot of them, they need to keep their mind going, because when school starts back, it's kind of like they're backtracking because they did nothing all summer.
Yeah.
It's like a setup to just mess the brain up in a sense. But yeah, so that's all I have for you today. I cannot wait until next week where I'm with both of you guys. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh, do you have any social media or anything you want to plug in?
Yes, so you can follow me on Instagram at The Bex Files. If you know, you know. People call me by my like Instagram handle for some reason. I guess it's really fun to say, but yeah.
Facebook, any social media you have, that's what it is, The Bex Files. Alright, you guys, well, y'all know you can follow me on Cook.Cry.Pray.Repeat on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube is what you're watching right here. And then remember, on Instagram, it is Cook.Cry.Pray.Repeat, the #1. So, just because I didn't know what I was doing. So, but yeah, so it's the #1. And then also remember, Love She Wrote is also on social media. That is on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well, and YouTube. So, thank y'all so much. This is the podcast with no name. Love She Wrote, Cook, Cry, Pray, Repeat, and we'll see you next week. Bye.